Hi, I'm Mark Watson. I'm pastor of Faith Bible Church here in New Plymouth, and today is a beautiful Saturday, April the 11th, 2020. And we're still talking about anxiety because of what we see the world currently facing. And here in New Zealand, we are still in a level 4 lockdown situation, and people are just starting to get a little bit frustrated with their heavily restricted lifestyles and with the lack of freedoms that they currently have. This frustration leads to a lot of anxiety, and so we need to try and deal with some of that. But I wonder, as you look back over your life, if you look back at a lot of things that's happened in the past that you've done, and you look back with a lot of regret, that you wonder in that situation, what was I thinking? You look back and think, man, I wish I had better wisdom in those days or in that situation. You may be even thinking, you know what, I look back at the 80s and look at what I was wearing, and again thinking, what was I thinking when I wore those particular clothes? Well, if you think that, you're not alone, because all of us have regrets. We can all think, you know what, I wish I could change that situation or that situation. But no amount of worry, no amount of thought, no amount of contemplation can ever change one thing that's happened in the past. Philippians 4 verse 5 says, do not be anxious about anything. Do not be anxious about the present. Do not be anxious about the future. Do not be anxious even about the past, because no amount of worry and nothing can ever change what has happened in the past. Even former All Blacks coach Steve Hansen once said that worry is a wasted emotion. And it is. Worry is a wasted time, because you cannot change one thing that's happened in the past. So how then should we view our past? When we look back over our lives, how do we look back without regret? Well, we can consider our life as God's testimony. Our life is God working in our life. We can look back over the mistakes we've made and seen how He has grown us in Christ-likeness and godliness through the mistakes we've made. We can see too that He's given us a lot more wisdom. I'm sure that given the same situation again, you wouldn't make the same mistake, because God again has given you wisdom through those circumstances. So rather than regret those circumstances, view them as God's grace in your life, because through those circumstances and through those horrible times in the past, and even through your mistakes, God is growing you into Christ-likeness, and that is exactly where He wants you to be. So don't be anxious about anything. Don't be worried about the past, the future, or the present, but trust the Lord and see, even as you look back over your life, the graciousness of God exhibited clearly in your life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.